So now that you're familiar with BSlim, what we want to do is to concentrate on the end product that students would create. So we're looking at the proving it stage from a teacher's perspective. What does the teacher have to create in order to give a really good proving it activity? Well, number one is the teacher should have created the same product or project that the teacher is asking the student to do. And in that way, you have an inner knowledge of what language it takes to produce that, what skills it takes to produce that, how much time it will take approximately, knowing that you will do it much more quickly. So I'm going to give you a project to create, and you don't have to create it as if it's a final project. I want you to just walk through it, but I also want you to write precise words. So imagine that the task that you're giving your students is to create a CD cover for a CD that will have 3 or 4 songs that the students will have selected from the language and culture that they're learning. Okay? So here's some paper, pens, felt pens. Be creative. Okay.
Are you going to fold yours too?
Yes.
Like a jacket?
Oh, like that? Okay. But you can do it your own way.
Yeah.
Do it the way you imagined it.
So, okay, are you going to do a cover?
I think so. I think I'll maybe start with my back cover first.
I'm going to start with the front. Chanson français. Okay.
I have added my songs.
So we're running this at real time because I want you to have a real sense of how long it does not take you to complete and why it is worth your while to actually take this time and create what you're asking your students to create. So I'll give you a couple of more minutes,
Okay.
and then I'm going to have you share, and after sharing you may decide that what you want to do is incorporate something that someone else used in their idea.
So for if we wanted to include a short description, we should use
Absolutely.
language that we wanted to use there? Okay.
Absolutely.
Put a beret.
Of course. Good inclusion of culture.
Mm-hmm.
So why don't you just share with one another?
Okay. You want to go first?
Sure. So on mine I included a title and a short, I guess, descriptive sentence, une mélange de chansons, and then the 3 titles of the songs, and then just a short description, écoutez les sons de Paris. And yeah, that's all.
Okay. And for mine, it was kind of similar to yours. I included just a title on it, La Musique Française, with some pictures of what you might associate with French. On the back, I just had 5 songs, and I just put chanson numéro 1, 2, 3, just for now as a placeholder. And then I envisioned that this might be something I would give a friend, so I just put a little greeting to one of my friends on the back.
Good. So let's now think about differentiation and the fact that in any class you're going to have stronger students who can produce more quickly, and then students who still can produce this assignment but either need more time or a little less challenge. What could you do if we said that this was either the mid-range or the low range? What could you do to up the ante, so to speak, to add something to this that would require a little bit more thinking?
So for higher level students or students with more language, you might want to include, get them to research one of the artists and write a short bio, or depending on how long the text could be, depending on their ability.
If you did something like where you had a mix of different songs, you could perhaps have them do something like on the inside of a CD cover to give a description of the type of CD you're going to be listening to, what you're going to be hearing, the different mix of music. So just having them expand upon the idea a little bit.
Good. So now comes the challenge of formulating this into an assignment. So what I'm going to ask you to do now is identify the criteria that you would use to create this assignment, and remembering that you do have differentiated abilities in your classroom. So how are you going to make a minimum set of criteria and some additional points that are perhaps bonus marks? Or how are you going to frame that? So using this as an idea for what it takes to create this, you can begin to develop your criteria. Okay?